aggressive capex targets. We have seen, a lot of emphasis on infra spending, a green transition push as well. So Utpal, a bunch of stories, like I just said, that we at Mint also have reported. So what's your assessment of, what the budget was like? And, if you could just highlight the key announcements for us.
In fact, obviously, there's a huge push for capex. And given some of the stories that we were tracking it, and that's what the finance minister announced in a speech as well. In fact, apart from the obvious which is out there, there is a huge imprint of green on this budget. So if you look at, say, some of the announcement that she did about, say, the battery swapping policy, she talked about stubble burning. In fact, please, the viewers might also would like to remember that at COP26, the Prime Minister went ahead and made a lot of announcements, starting from zero carbon emission to reducing our carbon emissions
by a billion tons.
By a billion tons, also reducing our energy independence, energy intensity of the economy as well. So, for example, some of the announcements are absolutely in sync with what has been talked about there. Also, large storage projects, large battery storage projects being pushed. Also, there has been a rejig on the electronic manufacturing variables and stuff. So it's not a, if you look at the overall the imprint of it, there is this huge push for green energy transition, and India as one of the large major economies, this absolutely will have a reverberation not only internally but also on the international stage as well, given that how this will impact our energy sourcing. And also it's if you look at the basic blocks of infra, more or less have been all catered to. However, not much for the middle class, and as we all saw. And but looks like an interesting budget from where we see. Also, given that a significant number of our stories have been announced, so I'm very happy being a reporter that I am. Thank you.
Yeah, Utpal. So just a broad list of, hits and misses, so to say. The green energy push, of course, was very evident. We saw an announcement on a battery swapping policy. Not many players are doing this right now in the country. Credit availability in the space was an issue which has been fairly comprehensively addressed. Infrastructure itself, whether it's highway expansion, manufacturing new trains, all of that is there in the budget. You said the middle class perhaps wouldn't be very happy with what's directly announced for them. So if you were to, perhaps list out expectations versus what's been delivered, what would you say? How would you say the budget has fared?
While there are, the economists might argue, from where I look at it, there is not much that she could have done. And overall, it doesn't look like a bad budget at all to me.